Shalom, praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elder apostle, great millstone, and salutations to I can teach all truth and sincerity. This is a movie review. The movie was called 40 Acres. And I'm gonna read. This is 2 Andrew 6 at verse 22. It says, "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty." And the reason why I'm bringing this scripture out is, when I was watching the movie, um, the the family in the movie, who were the main characters of the movie, their whole entire house was stocked with, supplies, many, bullets, food. They really didn't want for anything. And the other families who have farms, they were, most of them didn't have much supplies. They really needed help, because the world was basically, society shut down, but the farm supplies was had revenue, had many, a bunch of revenue of supplies, and they really didn't want for anything. So I thought of this scripture when I think about the movie, when I was watching it, and it just came to mind because that's going to happen here in Babylon, where all the storefronts that are stocked up right now, they're going to have empty shelves. They're not going to have stocked up food no more. And you know places that you thought would never run out of food is gonna run out of food. And if your house is not stocked up or your refrigerator is empty, it's gonna also be no food there. You know, a lot of people are going to be breaking into each other's houses to be trying to get food. Just like um, in the movie, people were becoming cannibals, eating people, killing people on farms, and just eating the people on the farm after they killed them. Children were being eaten too. It was a lot of cannibalism going on. You know, but you know that's why I understand if the Lord's not with you, you're gonna be asked out. In that time. Um, but anyway, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna go to Matthew. Uh, Matthew chapter 24 and verse 19. This is Matthew 24, verse 19. It says, "Woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days." So, yeah, and woe means destruction, because in that time, being pregnant is going to be a detriment to your. It's going to be a disadvantage because um, pregnant women and children are going to experience a lot of violence towards them. Um, I'm reverse 20. "But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day, for there shall be great tribulations such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, known there, no, nor ever shall be." It says, "Except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened." And you know, I recently heard in July that the Earth is spinning faster. Because we're already today is August 2nd. We're already, you know, I would say 4 months away into the end of the year. We were, 5 months away. Now we're 4 months away, and the days are speeding up every day. Tomorrow was coming real fast. Time is speeding up real fast, so the Earth is spinning faster. because Yahweh is shortening the days for the elect's sake. And so anyway, move on. I'm gonna get this scripture because if the Lord's not with you, you know, you're But anyway, this is Ecclesiastes 9:11. It says, "I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor a battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor um, yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happen to them all." So, um, you know, if the Lord is not with you um, during the time of the evil times, the chaotic times to come, you're going to be destroyed. Um, no matter if you have food stored up and you don't really have uh, to worry about anything in that time because your house is secured. You have weapons. You have a generator. Your entire fortress is gated. You have a fenced fortress. You have surveillance everywhere, so you know every corner of that place, and anybody who comes up there, um, they going before they even take you out, they're going to experience many bullets, many you know they have to go through many fights before they can get your stored resources. You know, so the point is, it's just like if the Lord is not with you in that time, no matter if you have all that stuff, you know, that stuff could be stored up for an elect man. You know, um, you know, and also it doesn't matter if you got all that stuff stored up. If the Lord's not with you, it's not gonna matter if you got all that stuff stored up. You know, because a lot of these bunkers that are here in America, a lot of the men of the Lord are gonna find those bunkers and end up taking over those bunkers. You know, somebody's gonna lose their life, and that bunker is gonna be given to a man of the Lord. In that time. So anyway, um, and the last two scriptures I want to get right quick is Proverbs 6 verse 25. This is Proverbs 6 verse 25, because the the young man in the movie, he he hated that his mom, prevented him from meeting other people outside of their family. They're a blended family because his mom married this man and the guy was his stepfather, and he you know he had girls with the woman, and he was the older son of hers that she had before she met the guy. But the point is, he got sidetracked by this female that he ended up inviting to their compound, and put her in the barn because he wanted to know where she's from, who she is. And his mom found out and she almost killed the girl. And but yeah, the reason why I want to bring the scripture out, I'm gonna read it. This is Proverbs 6 and verse 25. It says, "Lust not after her beauty in thy heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids." Yeah, because he got mystified by her bosom, by her ass too. But he got mystified by her shape, because he ain't had basically he ain't had none to deal with. He ain't had nothing to deal with. He's only around his sisters all the time. He's always by himself. His mom don't allow him around other people. So he's just him, his sisters, and his stepfather and his mother. And she don't allow outsiders in their compound. So when the outside comes, she all the time kills them. So it's just like, he left his post just to what's the word, to entertain and inquire about this woman who was looking for this her aunt was Augusta Taylor. Her aunt was Augusta Taylor. She was looking for her aunt, and they almost got killed. He almost got the entire family killed over this woman. And when we what's the word, vet a woman or deal with a woman, we're not supposed to go off beauty, because beauty is vain. And sometimes a beautiful woman is the worst woman to deal with, especially when she uses her beauty to manipulate you, and she's not sincere on her intentions. She's here to manipulate and trick you out what she won't. Anyway, I'm gonna go to another scripture, and this is the last one. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 verse 21. It says, "Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure." So, when we deal out here in these streets, and sure, men, we're visual creatures, logical individuals. We go off looks most of the time when we're vetting a woman. We're not all the time about her mind state or her intentions. Because a woman can play her role and then change up on you years later. You know, and completely turn her back on you because she isn't feeling you no more. You know, and I've had that done to me many times, and I understand when that happens. It sucks, it hurts, but you know you gotta be wise when you deal with a woman, especially in this society where women are getting trains ran on them. They're playing the harlot, dealing with multiple men, not going to the clinic, doing what they feel like doing. You gotta be very wise on what woman you invite into your life, because if you invite the wrong woman, she can destroy your life and completely leave you high and dry. You know, completely destroyed, broke. Um, you know, totally. You know, down and out, and don't care because she got whatever she could out of you and just threw you back to the wolves because she that was her plan from the very beginning. She was on, what's the word? She was going uh I'm trying to think of the word, but the point is she was going to stay here for a while, and then once she didn't feel it no more, she changed up and went her own way and did what she felt like. That's why certain men say she's not yours, it's just your turn. So enjoy your turn while you can. But anyway, but yeah, he got mystified by the woman and almost got his family killed. And that's one of the parts, and that's why I brought Proverbs and Sirach out. Um, what pertaining to that part, and but this movie is a really good movie. Um, Akim should look at it, and but yeah. So that's it. I'm gonna say all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elder apostle Graham Millstone. My citations to you, I can teach all truth, sincerity, and shalom.